Good morning, everybody. We're live here from the birdhouse. We are already at the end of October. It is Saturday, October 28th. And as always, we love to know who's on. You can say hi in the comments. If you have any sightings, we love to know what those are too. You can put those in the comments or any kind of questions you might have as well. I woke up this morning to a Carolina wren singing its little heart out outside my window. So the birds are still a little bit chatty even this time of the year. So we'd love to know what kind of things you're seeing in your yard. And if you are local to the Rochester area, this whole weekend at the store, we have our jigsaw puzzle swap, which is super popular. You can bring in as many jigsaw puzzles as you want and swap them out for some that are new to you. We have a whole bunch here already. So we have a lot of people who've left more than they've taken back with them. So we've got a huge stash here. So feel free to pop in and enjoy that. But today I am talking about a really fun new gadget that we just got into the store. We've had a lot of people asking for them. They've been hard to get, but we just found a source for them. They're these bird feeders that have the cameras in them, which are really, really fun. You can sync them up with your cell phone and get notifications about the birds that you have coming to your feeders. So I'll show you just kind of an overview of what it is we have. They're really, really fun. They're called the BeakView cameras. You might have seen ads for different types. There's one called the Bird Buddy that's been really popular but hard for people to get. And we've got this brand new one here called BeakView. Same kind of idea. As the Bird Buddy, except just a different brand. And what's nice about the BeakView is the customer service is really good. I've had a call a couple times just with questions about how to set it up or how to, do this or that. And the customer service has been awesome. They always answer the phone. And if you have any questions, they're right there to help, which has been really, really great. And apparently not something you get with the other companies. So we have them in stock right now. These are the BeakView bird feeder cameras. If you're on our email list, I sent an email out about them yesterday as well. And this is what they look like. So this is the one that I set up in my backyard on a pole there. And what's really nice is they're super simple to set up. So if you're familiar with our pole systems or anything like that, if you've got a bird feeder pole system already, these will attach right to it. You don't need any extra parts or pieces. So in my backyard, I have one of our pole systems with the ground socket. If you've put up a bird feeder system before, you might be familiar with our ground sockets here that twist right in the ground, and then the pole goes right on top. So we do have these they twist right into the ground, and then the pole slides right inside, and then the bird feeder will clip right onto it. It has little hose clamps that it comes with that will attach right to the back of the feeder. So it's really, really easy to attach there. See, somebody says, what do I have to do to get sound? If there's not sound on there, if there's not sound on here, if somebody could let me know, that would be good. It looks like on my end everything is operating, but you never know. I'm not sure. What's also nice about this is that there's a solar panel. So the camera itself charges, so you can just plug it in to a wall. There's a USB charger, and the company says one charge will last about 60 days. So it lasts a really long time, but you can also put on a solar panel that'll just keep charging it constantly. So it can be completely wireless, and it does hook up to Wi-Fi, so you don't need to physically wire it to anything, which is really, really nice. So after my first day of having it up, I installed a solar panel just so I wouldn't have to keep bringing it in and out every couple months to charge it. So I've liked that feature also. So that's got that. And then these are all the different mounting options it comes with. So there's so many different things you can do with it. It comes with a strap, just like a trail camera. So you could strap it right to a tree. It comes with screws that you could screw into the side of a fence or side of a wall. It comes with the hose clamps that you can clip onto any kind of pole, which is really nice. It even has a tripod mount if you wanted to set it up somewhere just temporarily on a tripod. It has that option too. So really, really cool, all of the different options that it has. And then there's notifications too. So this, in order to view the footage, this is just the screen on my phone. There is an app that you download. It's called the Vico Home app, and that's how you view all of the footage. And anytime it detects something, it'll send you a notification if you want it to. You can turn that off. And it'll also identify the bird for you, which has been pretty good. The technology, it says it can identify over 10,000 different birds, which is awesome. But what I've found is that it's been identifying some of them as birds that are like over in Africa and things like that. The only birds that it's really identifying incorrectly though are house sparrows. It's been saying house sparrows are some different kind of funky things, but everything else has been identifying really, really well. So like this on the notification here, it says bird detected, looks like a northern cardinal. And it says this event also includes a person. So some people will use this as a home security app as well, because it'll tell you if it's a person, it'll say if there's, an animal in the backyard, it'll tell you if there's a squirrel on your feeder. So it has a lot of detection settings, but I've noticed the main birds I've been getting on mine so far, I just set it up on Tuesday, are cardinals and blue jays and sparrows. And every time there's a blue jay, every time there's a cardinal, it has it. It does the notifications correctly. It's just the house sparrows, I think, because they're just kind of drab, that it is identifying as some kind of funky things here and there. But then if you have multiple cameras, so I set one up at the store also, you can look at all of your devices, and you can pull up all of your footage too, to see all of the different birds that are coming through. So what's really nice is it'll show you if you have a good Wi-Fi connection, and it'll show you the battery power. So this is mine at home, and it had a pretty good battery power. It'll show you if it's charging too. So if the solar panel is allowing for it to charge on a day like this. Mine hasn't been charging because it's very overcast here. But it'll show you the battery power. So you could see the battery power was low here at the store. But yeah, this will show you all of your notifications, and you can go through and look at all of your footage that you have on your cameras, which is really cool. And the pictures have been so fun. So it's funny to see all of the different kind of reactions and the different the extreme close-ups here from the bird feeder has been fun. So the first bird I got was a cardinal, the male cardinal, and then the female cardinal shortly after. And the videos themselves also have audio, which is really nice, which is pretty interesting too, because you can hear all the little chips and things that the birds do that you don't necessarily hear from a distance. So I've found that to be kind of interesting. So there's a video here of the cardinal, my first video. So that was the male cardinal. And then right after, not long after, was the female, my next visitor here. So she was a little bit more skittish at first. It seems like the first couple times they kind of land and fly away, and then they get used to it. And then I've been getting quite a few blue jay coming to it as well, which has been really fun. But what I find interesting too is seeing what the birds are actually eating, because we usually talk about things like cardinals, and you can hear its little pick calls going after black oil sunflower seed and things like that. But here it is going after peanuts, which we don't typically suggest as a food for cardinals. So it's been interesting in that regard too, to see what kind of foods the birds are eating. Here we have the camera behind the store. We've been getting a lot of chickadees. So I just set this one up on Wednesday, and we've been getting some diversity here of some of the different some of the different birds that our feeders have been trying to capture, to go scroll through all the notifications to get some different notifications of birds. But this is a red-winged blackbird. So we had red-winged blackbird also. And then the grackle we also had too. So it's been pretty fun to see all of the different birds that have been showing up at the feeders. So we have these in stock right now, and I actually just put them up on our website too if you are not in the Rochester area, but if you're looking to get one, I've got them online. So we've got the camera that comes with everything you need to set it up, and then the additional accessories that you can buy if you're interested are the SD cards, which if you don't want to store the data on your phone, you can get these little SD cards and just pull them in and out. And then we have solar panels too. There's a little solar panel here in this box. But then they also not only will take video during the day, but they'll take it at night. So last night I pulled up the store camera. I was getting some notifications, and this is what I saw. So at first I was a little confused what it was, and then a little bit later on you could definitely see that it was the nose of a deer, which was pretty funny. So they also will take footage at night, which is cool. So if you have things like, you think you might have something like a flying squirrel, that would capture the footage of it. Another thing it does, so say you do have a squirrel on your feeder, it notifies you that there's a squirrel on your feeder, or in this case, a deer. It will, you can log in, and if you see that there's a critter like that on your feeder you don't want, there's a siren option, so you can blast a sound to scare them off. So that's an option too. There's a light feature, and then there's also a siren feature, so you can scare them away. So really fun stuff. Just got mine set up, and one set up here at the store. So as we go on, I'm sure we'll have different and new fun footage to share with you. But I thought I would show you guys that because we've had so many requests for it over the year, over the past year or so, and they've been really hard to get. So we have a good stock of them right now. So if you're interested, absolutely stop on by and we can show you how to set them up and all that good stuff. So Sharon says, good morning, how exciting. Daniel says, cute dog. It's my background screen. Oh, and Ed's talking about the audio. Sometimes, yeah, he said if the volume's not turned up, if that doesn't work, exit the program and re-enter. Yeah, sometimes that does it. Thanks, Ed. And then Lynn is on and says, good morning. Saw my first dark-eyed junco after the show last Saturday. Oh, how fun. It was hopping around the patio looking for some stray seeds. Yeah, I've had my first junco in the yard about a week or maybe a little bit more ago, which is really exciting. So very fun. So it looks like that's everybody's comments and questions for the day. Like I said, we do have our jigsaw puzzle swap happening today at the store. It's actually happening all weekend long. So we've got that going on, and we are open all weekend, and we'll be back on Tuesday with another broadcast. So until then, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.